as the first one, we put 2 on this gasket, get it through. And then for these 3 holes and these 3 holes, they're using different screws. We're going to use this kind of screw, and then we don't need gasket. In the right position. Then we use the electric screwdriver and set the torque index to 7 Newton meter and the Sweden tie. And for this 6, I'm gonna use an electric screwdriver and set the torque index as 7 Newton meters. Okay. And now we're going to assemble the fuse base. This is the fuse base. Okay, so now we set the torque of the electric screwdriver to 7. That's 7. And then we connect the fuse base with the copper bus bar. First we put this to gasket, and then put this one, the fuse. This in, and this goes through another 2 gasket, another 2, and the hexagonal nut. With our bare hands, and then we use our torque also as 7, the torque index number as 7. So next we're gonna parallel these 2 positive electrodes. As you can see, this is orange. They're labeled, they're marked in the color of orange. So it means they are positive electrode, and there are 2 another poles. These 2 electrode poles, they are marked black, and they're negative electrode. So now we're gonna parallel them with the copper bus bar. And do the rest of the work with our electric screwdriver, setting the torque index as 7. And then one by one. Okay, so next we're gonna put the wire between the display screen and the BMS. This is for the communication wire. So we're gonna put it here. Make sure that they're firm, so they don't get loose. And then we get another two wire harness between the BMS and the batteries. So it's quite distinguishable to find a connection point. This is the part with this little pouch. So we put it here, just stick it in, and then the white one. Okay, make sure they don't get loose easily. To attach to the padlocks. Now before we connect the copper bars with the electrode, we need to fix the front plate to the padlocks. So this is the screw we're going to use. As before, first of all, we need to find the right position. It's kind of heavy, so I think I'm going to need the electric screwdriver at first. So put it up, find the right hole, align them together. You don't need to screw them tight at first. That's afterward. Okay, and then we set the electric screwdriver's torque index to 6 this time, and so after that we can finally attach the copper bar to the negative and the positive electrode of the battery. Remember we leave these two electrodes at first place. Now we can connect them. But before that, we've got to connect the wire harness. We've got two of them unused, so I'm going to find them out at first. So for the shorter, there were two wire harness. For the shorter, we're going to connect it with this. Put it through, make it firm like this. Then put it just like the first one. Okay, so and then finally you've got to connect the two copper bus bar. Usually we connect the bus bar with the negative electrode at first, and then we get a positive one. So we put the string out and put the copper bus bar, and then put it back in, and then we use this nut to tighten the connection point. Same goes this side. And we use a screwdriver set to maybe 6, the top 6. And strengthens it. So now we are almost finished assembling the battery, but there are a few points you need to remember. When you are assembling the battery, you need to, after all the assembling, you need to check if the copper bus bar, when you twitch them a little bit, you need to see them if they are firm, because as you know, this is a big battery and the current is really great. So when you are using the battery, and if the copper bus bar is like a little bit loose, then the temperature may goes up and the battery, I don't know, maybe lifespan will be shortened. So I'm suggesting you to check them maybe twice or 3 times, as many as possible. And also the aluminum bus bar, you need to make sure that the electrode pole of the battery cells, they have the maximum contact area with the aluminum bus bar. So for the same reason, to prevent the temperature rising too fast and the lifespan may be shortened of the battery. Okay, so in our chat, okay, they're all good to me. Now I'm going to almost finish assembling the battery by covering the cover to the battery pack box. Okay, put them in the right position, and then we use the screw that we used before. As before, we put them in the right position. With our screwdriver, we don't need to screw them. We don't need to thread the screw really tight first, just to make sure that they're in the right position. And now we set the electric screwdriver torque index number to 4. So we can put this to the display screen. And now we finish assembling the whole battery pack. But we also, last but not least, we need to test if we really have it finished by turning on the battery. So how do we do the test? We just turn on the battery